will be substituted by the value of 5.
Whom do you want this?
And as I told, fluent control volumes are cell-centered. That is, they correspond directly with the mesh. While CFX control volumes are node-centered. Okay. And the first step in your CFD modeling is how to define your model. So, how to define your model and what are your modeling goals. That means before getting into your problem setup, you should know what is your goal, what you are trying to achieve from that problem. Okay. For example, it might be you are trying to find out what is the pressure difference or velocity difference or what is the vertex setting or anything like. You just define what you are trying to find out in the beginning. And then depending on that, for that particular obtaining that result, what are modifications you have to do for the problem. Okay. So there will be, as I said yesterday also, lot of simplification has to be done in CFD. Okay. Because unnecessary terms should be removed completely. So what is required for you? A fluid is required to retain the fluid. So if possible, you should just think about cutting down your work. Okay. So like if you get a model, you should just try to analyze, okay, can I do it a symmetric model? Okay. Or can I do it a 2D model? So if I do a 2D model, will I get the same results? Or can I be interpreted with our actual values? So those things it should come into your mind. The beginning stage itself. Okay, so this is what I am telling when it is in modeling stage. So right away in the modeling stage only you should think of all these modeling simplifications. So once you get into the solver, there is no point again going back. No. So in the beginning itself, you have to analyze, okay, this is what I want to do. Symmetry or axisymmetry or periodic or 2D, whatever. So that is what is modeling of it. And also you should think about what is the degree of accuracy is required. Okay, and degree of accuracy you can control using the residual monitor. There is something called as residual monitor. So where you can control the equations which are running. Okay, so that you can use the accuracy. And also you should think about how quickly you need the results. For example, you have a customer and is he sitting on your head and asking for the results very early. Okay. So that also you should think about. And why are you using CFD? What is the mean? Okay. Whether it is truly necessary for you to use CFD or you can use any other software. Okay, so those are the things what you can think about at the beginning stages here. Okay. And here is an example where you can identify the domain. So domain is what? What do you mean by domain?
It's a variant.
Yeah. Domain is nothing but where you are working, region of importance or region of operation or whatever. So first you have to identify what is your domain. So when somebody gives you a problem, he doesn't just directly give you the whole domain. So he just gives a machinery or he just give you the pump or he just give you the cylinder or engine cylinder or whatever. But you should be able to identify what is my area of interest and what is the domain. Okay. So here also it is just an example. You can see the network of pipes there and also there is a cyclone separator. Okay. So as a beginner, I don't know how to define the model. I will straight away be very happy that I have got a. The next step is create a solid model of the domain. So how will you obtain a model for the fluid region? Make use of CAD models. Yesterday I explained about what? Fill operation. Right? So fill operation is exclusively to obtain the fluid domain. So there is a original CAD part, what you can see the T pipe there. So with all the flanges, all the nuts, bolts, everything. So but for my analysis I need only the bottom part, what you can see in the green fluid region. So first I have to extract that and rest of the things I have to remove it or I can suppress it. Until unless it is a fluid structure interaction problem, we are not considering the structure. So, and